New Year's Eve, Angel Reese posted a video on Instagram where she claimed to be clapping back at the haters. Grow up.
One of the biggest surprises recently came when Angel Reese revealed details about her massive contract with the Unrivaled League. The news has completely shocked people online, with everyone talking about it. Many are upset because they feel like Angel Reese is turning her back on the WNBA, the league that helped her build her career, just to go after a bigger paycheck. It's a big deal because fans and players alike are surprised and confused by her decision to leave for a league that offers more money, especially when the WNBA was the league that gave her the platform to grow as a player. People are struggling to understand why she would make such a move.
It's been hard for me, but adjusting and just kind of have that mindset of like just moving on has been something I've tried to give myself a little bit of.
Loyalty doesn't seem to be one of Angel Reese's strong points. At first, she complained about the WNBA, saying the salary was too low for her. Now, she's leaving the WNBA to join a newer and less established league, mainly because they're offering her a lot more money. It's hard to ignore how she's choosing money over staying loyal to the league that helped her get to where she is. It seems like her morals aren't really a priority for her right now. She's focusing on the bigger paycheck, without caring much about what it might mean for her reputation or the sport itself.
Angel Reese, like Rakia Jackson, it seems like there's really an emphasis for this younger generation.
It seems like Reese isn't really interested in the sport or helping it grow. Instead, it looks like she's more focused on getting attention, gaining popularity, and staying in the news. Just recently, she pulled off another stunt with a wedding announcement, which many people think was just a way for her to keep her name in the headlines. It's almost like she's more about drama and staying relevant in the media than actually playing basketball. While she might be getting attention for her personal life, it's a shame because now, when people talk about her, it's not about her basketball skills. It's all about the drama she creates to stay in the spotlight.
Box office. She is a star. If Angel Reese was older, I would have gotten on her about what she just said. Because I would have been like, how naive can you be? But she is young. She's only 22.
Angel Reese has made some bold moves lately that have really grabbed attention, but it's clear she's more about the spotlight than actually focusing on her basketball career. Just when it seemed like her ego couldn't grow any bigger, she made a big announcement about a wedding and a new uniform, as if playing basketball wasn't enough to keep her in the headlines. It's hard to see it as anything but a desperate attempt to stay relevant, especially just 10 days before the Unrivaled League's launch. She's pulling out all the stops to make sure people keep talking about her, but it's starting to feel like she's more interested in turning everything into a spectacle than focusing on the sport. People are criticizing her because, instead of just playing the game, she seems to be using her basketball career as a platform for self-promotion. It's like she's running a masterclass in how to stay in the public eye through drama. Sure, she might have big contracts and lots of attention, but it's not because she's the best player. It's because she's loud and knows how to grab attention. She's getting a lot of attention because she's compared to Caitlin Clark, who is widely regarded as the real star in women's basketball. Without Clark, Reese doesn't have anyone to truly compete with, so she's filling that gap. Reese is getting a lot of praise for a big contract in the Unrivaled League, but some are questioning if she really deserves it. Her paycheck is bigger than most WNBA players, but that's not necessarily because she's the best. It's because she knows how to make noise. She's benefiting from the fact that Caitlin Clark, the true star, chose not to play in this new league. So, Reese isn't really standing out because of her skill. She's standing out because there's no one left to challenge her. If there was real competition, things might be different. The Unrivaled League's 3v3 format seems perfectly designed for someone like Reese to avoid too much pressure and still look good. It's not as demanding as a full basketball season, which is why it's a good fit for her. She's able to shine without having to put in the same level of effort or face the kind of scrutiny that players in more competitive leagues do. The league is flashy, and while it might make headlines, Reese isn't really revolutionizing the sport. She's just benefiting from a setup that allows her to look good without having to do as much. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is out there breaking records, filling stadiums, and changing the game. Her impact goes far beyond the court. She's helping the WNBA grow and bringing in massive crowds. When Clark plays, She brings energy, excitement, and a real legacy to the game. Reese, on the other hand, spends more time focusing on her social media presence than her actual game. While she's certainly talented, her focus on drama and attention-seeking stunts overshadows her skills on the court. Reese's social media game is impressive, but that doesn't make her the player that Clark is. While Reese is busy trying to create the next viral post, Clark is making real changes to the sport. It's clear that Clark's influence is bigger than anything Reese can create through attention-seeking antics. The numbers tell the story. Clark's games are drawing huge crowds, while Reese's attendance figures are nowhere near as high. The focus is on Clark because she's changing the sport in meaningful ways, not just making headlines for personal reasons. At the end of the day, Reese's actions say more about her priorities than her potential. She's great at getting attention, but at what cost? While Caitlin Clark is building a legacy that will last, Reese seems to be focused on chasing fleeting moments of fame. She's using the spotlight to promote herself, but it doesn't seem like she's making a lasting impact on women's basketball. The Unrivaled League might be a new venture, but Reese's role in it feels more like a distraction than a breakthrough. She's loud, flashy, and great at staying in the conversation, but when the dust settles, it's clear she won't be remembered for revolutionizing anything. Instead, she'll be remembered as the player who made the most noise while others, like Caitlin Clark, were actually making a difference.